Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Balogu Muaz and I'll be your DJ for tonight.
And for today, your DJ, joined with Muaz here, is none other than AHMED DJ. And welcome to our show, Away From Home. And it is a sad thing to realize that today will be our last episode. And it's been a long journey. And of course, there have been lots of ups and downs, moments where we don't know what to say to our guests. So, how has this journey been for you so far?
I would say quite challenging and it was very fun. I really enjoyed it. So, what about you?
Yeah, of course. It was a new experience because first time being a DJ.
Yeah.
And getting to know people and experiencing this whole work culture.
Yeah, actually, it's my first time also, being a DJ and host for FM.
Yeah.
Gladly, I survived it.
Yeah, and it's been such a fun time being here. Choosing songs, sometimes dancing.
Yeah, especially also like away from home, like having a guest from each country.
True.
Like having a gist about different kind of topics like countries, Sudanese,
True.
Yemen, Africa too.
It's been so interesting because when we look back at our episodes, like you mentioned, Yemeni, Sudanese, Philippines, Indonesian.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
So many Philippines,
Yeah, and of course, also even as we're DJs, we also got to know a lot about each other's cultures, and it was so fun working with you, man. Yeah, so I think let's have a recap. So let's say from our first episode, I think it was about
introduction,
festival and culture, introduction to that. So I remember who was our first guest. Do you remember who was our first guest? So I remember that we spoke a lot about
I remember his name, Amr.
Yes, Amr. I think from Sudan. Yeah. So it was really fun. What do you like about that episode?
Actually, it's my first episode. Like it was very fun. At least it was challenging then. I was a little scared, but I get used to it.
True. And it was also fun because me and that guest Amr, we were friends before as well. But we never actually spoke about culture. So it was really
I've been another topic.
Totally new topic.
Yeah.
And especially in this setting, we're talking in a
nice
radio
communication.
station. And I think the next episode was about food. I think you brought the guest with you, right?
Yeah. From Bangladesh. Bangladesh.
I see. How did you meet him?
He's my he's a 400 level student final year. So my brother, he's in IRK.
Okay.
So I had a brother here, so he and my brother, they were in the same classes together. Took some courses together, and now we are taking the same courses.
Oh, okay. Which class are you guys in?
Communication, intro to communication.
Oh, intro to communication.
Yeah, so we're taking intro to communication together.
I see.
So we were being my brother's friend, so me knowing him as my brother, so we were more like familiar together.
Yeah,
so I had to invite him.
And it was nice because we got to know so much about food. Especially I asked you about Nigerian food so much.
I really have so many things to talk today.
Yeah. And especially when we were talking about food, I became so hungry. Because remembering the food from home.
Yeah, so I really wanted to eat an African dish.
Yes, I know.
African dishes.
And also when you were describing the dishes you all make, I was like, I really want to try this. I really wanted to try. And I think that was a really fun episode because who doesn't love food?
Food, yeah.
And I think the next one was leisure activities.
Yeah.
I remember we had the first time. That's when we had the two guests. My friend Gamon. And I think the sister from Saudi Arabia. And I think that was a very fun episode.
Yep.
Because we were just talking about the stuff you do.
That was the first time of having two guests, the double guests from different countries.
Yeah, and it was fun because we were all from different countries.
Four people from different countries,
different cultures and countries, and just talking.
I think that there was extra fun You know, like we having a guest from Philippines and a guest from Saudi Arabia too. You know, Arabic and other
The
languages.
Filipino and then Indian and
Yeah,
Nigerian.
yeah.
It was a wild ride, and I really enjoyed it because we all got to know about stuff which other people do,
Yeah.
and people in other cultures.
But they said, Gamon said, he do jogging.
Jogging,
Yeah, you both.
Have you seen him jogging sometime?
No. No. Well, I see myself jogging.
I see. Oh my god. So, are you still doing any leisure activities? You know,
Actually, for now,
just busy with
busy,
assignment?
but I'm into karate now.
Oh wow! Wow! Like you're part of the IUM club or something, or are you doing it outside?
No, yeah. I'm doing it in IIM.
Mm-hmm.
Just joined last week. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just joined last week.
I
We're having
see.
another training today.
Oh, that's
It's
good,
every
man. Getting into
Tuesday.
shape, I see. Getting into
Every
shape.
Tuesday and Friday.
Oh, that's great. Karate. So I think you must know one brother named Abdullah. He's from Somalia, I guess.
I don't know his country, but I think
Mhm.
like people were always
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah. So I met him also the other day, and he was wearing the karate
Yeah.
outfit, and I was like, "Wow, man! I hope to see you someday. You know, practicing." And then maybe because it's really important, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, you have to know how to shoot yourself.
True.
Yeah.
It's very important.
That's the reason why I'm learning is like shooting myself.
Yeah. And how far have you felt? Is it good? Is it tiring?
Actually, for now, my leg was like it was very hot the first day.
Wow.
It was very hot for the first day, but now actually I'm getting used to it though, little by little.
I see.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You get in shape. I also used to go to the gym a lot, but then you become lazy, and then you just sleep in the room, and so on and so forth. And I think that was a really fun thing because we talk about our leisure activities, just the things we like to do. And I think even the other episode was really fun, where it was about clothing.
Traditional clothes.
I think in
where
that-
he talked about
It was just us, right?
Yeah.
I think it was just us.
I talked
Yeah.
about traditional clothes, putting on a bada, stuff like that.
Yeah, when you spoke about the kings and the
stuff,
chiefs,
right?
I was like so interested, like wow, it's still royal
I hope you
family.
get to see me soon. The Umati stuff.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna wear something?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the one, but 90% still me.
Oh, okay. I see. So, as the Omatic Festival is coming in IUM, a lot of IUM students know about it. What is the Nigerian society gonna?
We will be displaying
Any performances?
cultural performances. Not yet. We haven't decided on it yet.
Okay.
For displaying, like we too, we're gonna have our own flag to the day.
I see.
We're gonna have our booths.
Okay, a booth.
Yeah,
okay.
we went to the embassy yesterday to collect some Nigerian
Oh,
materials
I
to
see.
customs. Like you're gonna see much.
I will make sure I come and visit you.
Yeah.
And it was good because traditional clothing is an important thing, and it totally depends on your dress code.
Yeah, and it's very important. So we don't have to forget our own.
True, very true. So that was a really fun session because it's just us and talking about different types of clothing. And I remember you saying that depending on the chief's position, they wear
the beads and clothes.
True. So that's really fascinating to see because traditional stuff is really rare these days.
Yeah.
And
Very.
like I'm pretty amused that Nigeria is still a country which is still holding on to its roots.
Every part of Nigeria.
That was interesting, and I think the next one was, of course, a very more sensitive topic. It was about family and friends.
Family, yeah.
And I bet you missed home a lot.
Yeah, very. My dad is always calling me when I'm coming back home.
So you have any plans to go after the exams?
No.
Okay.
No.
I see.
No, because if I go back home, it's gonna be a short holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So I have to go back when it's like a long period, like
Yeah. Very small gap. So that's one thing, and of course, I think in that episode our guest was the brother from Indonesia, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Fadil, I think.
Father. Yeah.
Yeah. So he also gave a lot about his
Family stuff. Right?
Even though he lives in a very close by area in Indonesia, which is a neighboring country, he also explained how he still misses home and how still things go. And it was really a moment of realization that okay, family means a
And
lot.
and how much family worth? Like
True,
family is kind of serious.
Yeah, and it was also like a thing of of course not just missing friends but also understanding a value. Like
Yeah.
we have friends here, but the friends we have back
Yeah,
home
back
is so
home.
different. Yeah, so you still in contact with any of them?
Sure, we talk all the time. Most of the time, but now assignment
You're
and
so busy, right?
presentation stuff like
So
that.
busy.
So I
Because
don't have time.
yeah, because even last night, after a very very long time, I finally spoke to very old friend of mine,
Oh.
and we were speaking on video call.
Oh.
So there was like 2 hours.
So us?
2 hours.
Oh.
And it was late in the night, and I had presentation in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
So it was really, but I'm like, oh, at least I got to talk to my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
here. He's so far away.
Oh.
But it at least it makes you so happy.
So
because-
happy, yeah. Remembering back. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously.
And then you always need someone to talk in your language.
Yeah.
Because you miss talking in your language.
Talking, yeah, like talking all the time.
I know.
English,
Because
yeah.
even if you say something in English, it's not the same in
Yeah, it won't be
Nigerian.
clear. Like saying it in your language, and you're gonna enjoy saying things in your language
Yes,
more
yes.
than other
So much
language.
more. And I really miss that, of course. And so yeah, it was really fun. Getting back to family and friends and always updated. And I think that was also a fun session where he spoke about different types of family styles.
Families, yeah, and the fathers the fathers
Different type working.
types, yeah.
Yeah. That was really fun. And I think the other session also was a really interesting one where it was the experiences in Iiumfm.
yeah,
And in Malaysia. And I think that sister from Saudi Arabia, she again joined us in the second episode as well, because we were lacking guests.
I think she's more familiar to us in this FM than any other person.
Yeah. It was really fun, and they shared so many experiences. So
Yeah.
how about your experiences so far?
Oh, experience.
Still enjoying?
Yeah, still enjoying and fascinating.
It's a fun thing, and of course it's been a really, I say, wild ride.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, I do really do like it because it ain't a one-man person. Like it's a one-man job.
yeah.
Not only this country and this country alone. Like it's combined so many countries together.
True.
Yeah, and this you're having a multi-quick now. Like
Oh yeah.
each country is gonna be displaying
Their
their cultural
own-
stuff. Like I guess it's gonna be interesting.
True. There's gonna be so many performances, so many things to see, and of course so many things to learn. Because
Yeah.
usually, I think, especially when it comes to the African subcontinent,
Africans.
everyone thinks they're the same.
Yeah, no.
That's why in Omatic we'll get to see that Nigeria is different.
Ghana is different.
Ghana is different.
Guinea is different. Yeah.
So much, and that's really interesting to see, because people think it's all the same,
No.
but when they get to know that Nigerians are so different.
So very very different.
I see.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think even for the Indians, I guess, because when India, I believe in Malaysia, a lot of South Indians are in Malaysia.
Oh.
So when you talk about Indians, they think those are
Oh,
Indians.
those are Indians.
But there are so many different types of
Of
people
Indians, so-
in so many states. So every state is different. So I think that's interesting. And of course, after all these episodes, we finally reached our
end.
end.
The end of the FO slots.
Yeah, and all the slots are done. And I know it's been it's sad to know that we won't be having any more of this episodes to talk about our home.
Yeah,
We'll
for
just
this
be
semester.
missing.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for always staying by us, like
Yeah,
watching us always. Like
all the
seriously,
time.
I'm really grateful for that. We're really grateful.
True,
Really,
true,
really
very
grateful.
Because of course we are sharing, but we also need people to learn
Yeah,
and see.
without they can be us.
Yeah, without the love and support, I don't think we'd ever even be here.
Yeah.
So which is your, let's say, favorite moment in Iiumfm so far?
Iiumfm? Let me say when we invited Gamon and
That
Saudi
sister,
Arabia.
yeah.
You know, we really had a lot of fun there, like Christine, and we played the game then.
Yeah, I
We played
remember.
the game, like it's like we talking about our favorite and having one lie there.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
have to focus, like pick the lie up.
Yeah, that was really fun. And I think even for me, that was because I think that time we had double guests.
Yeah, double guest.
So it was more of
Fun.
engaging.
Yeah.
Because one person, of course, is a one-to-one. Sometimes
Yeah.
they feel like, two people continuously asking us questions. And I think those two moments were really, really, I think making us show that, okay, there's a lot more to do and so much
Enjoyable,
more to understand and learn. So I believe that it has been a really great journey, and it has been really interesting to learn and see so many new faces,
Yeah.
new experiences, and so on and so
New
forth.
things, like learn new things.
So, what would be your plans after everything's been done? So, how are you gonna perceive all these things? So it's really been fun so far to engage in these conversations and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
I just actually want to learn more about it. It's like this program, want to get more into it.
True. Because of course this I think creates a good platform
Yeah,
for all of us to learn and engage in
especially
others'
IM
experiences. It's really engaging, and it's a new experience each time.
Yeah.
Because each episode there has been somebody else.
Yeah.
Each episode there has been someone new who's come
Another topic.
and another topic, and it's always so engaging. It's always so fascinating to know.
Fascinating, yeah.
Sometimes it's weird, like, oh really, that's how you do it in Nigeria, and that's how you do it in India, I believe you might be thinking. So yeah, it's kind of saddening that it's finally
Yeah.
all coming to an end. But well, all good things come to an end
Will come to an
at
end,
some
yeah.
time. So any advices or something to our viewers?
I would just like to say we might be here next semester, and I want our guests, our beloved ones, hearing us and watching us, should always stay by us. Yeah.
I think that's also true. Like of course we're gonna probably inshallah be next sem as well,
Inshallah, yeah.
come up with something. But then for this semester,
It's
to all the ones who viewed the show, it's been a nice long ride.
I mean, you guys watching us, like seriously, we're really grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, truly grateful to our audiences, and it has been pleasure
Yeah.
to give the audience some nice content to talk about and to engage and
Having people like you watching us.
So I think of course as this show will be our conclusive episode, and also exam times are going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
So any advices for our fellow students?
Oh, I just make sure you read and get prepared. Like more prepared for exam.
I see. For me, I would say that I know we all procrastinate till the last moment. We
Yeah.
won't study, and the night before the exam,
Yeah.
everyone opens their books. But I say it's don't stress yourselves out. We believe in you.
Yeah.
We Muaz and Ahmed, we believe in y'all that y'all can do it, and it's gonna be great. Be prepped up and just have a sound mind. And of course, it was really fun for us. I hope if there was no hard feelings between our audiences and so on
Yeah.
and so forth.
I don't think they ever gave us a bad comment.
Yeah, no one I think even said that. Oh no, in that episode someone said
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But I
And-
remember in one episode that friend Amar, the guy
Amar,
from
yeah.
Sudan, he was taking a live video,
Yeah. Oh.
and I think his family joined,
Oh yeah.
and they were telling him, "No, you're telling wrong things about Sudan." Oh my god, it was really hilarious.
I
Because,
One thing again, like we shout out to our producer.
Oh yes.
She made a lot of efforts in doing our slot.
Yeah,
She's always there with us.
bearing with
seriously?
us all the time because I think we're both new to this whole,
You have
being
to
a
do like
radio
this. You have to
jockey.
do like this. You have to do like this. Don't do
Yeah.
like this, lah.
And being a radio jockey in itself, sometimes there are problems with the system. I still remember, I think it was our first episode, first or second.
Yeah. First, just
Yeah.
first.
And
We did a mistake.
we were playing, but the music was still
Was
going on.
on.
And alhamdulillah, it's not switched on right now. But after that, I was so worried, like, oh, did I mess it up? Because in the next episodes, I was really afraid. But then I think getting used to it, the whole system, and it was such good coordination. And of course, we both made mistakes so many times.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we press the buttons wrong and are coming late. Oh my god. We both have, so many times. So yeah, it's been really good because even though despite our differences,
We still get along.
And we're totally different people.
Yeah, try to be attractive to like what we're doing. Seriously.
Yeah, and especially I believe that culture and background plays a huge role.
Yeah.
So who would imagine an Indian working alongside a Nigerian?
Nigeria, yeah.
And we both work under
But
our
together.
boss who's a Malaysian.
It's really away from home. Like seriously, 3 different people from 8 different countries
I know.
working together, like aiming one goal.
True, it's so good because I think that's what brings us together.
Yeah.
That even though we have our own differences, what unites us is our own,
our goals.
goals.
Yeah.
And those are really
Our
important.
focuses.
True, and I think that's the whole. I think that's one of the main points for this show. I believe that everyone who has been on this show, they're all from different places. We've all left our homes, and even us, we don't stay here, and everyone's back home.
Everyone's back
And
home.
the show truly defines away from home.
Away from home.
Yeah, and then even though it is all being a really melodramatic thing that okay, we're sad, we all have to miss home, but then how you mentioned goals bring us together, and I think that plays a really big important role, especially as we are in Islamic university. Talks about brotherhood, and caring for your neighbors and so on and so forth. But talking about neighbors, have you ever had any experiences of people who are away from home as your neighbors or like your roommates from a different country?
Yeah. One is from Indonesia. The other is from Philippines, and the third one is from Malaysia.
I see. So
And I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria, everyone's like different away
Different
from home.
country,
And I think that's also explains a lot because we are all away from our houses, but we still live with
and
each
moving on,
and moving on.
elaborating again, collaborating.
True. It's really a beautiful thing, and sometimes even my roommates, some are Malaysian. Last semester there was a Bangladeshi, then a Palestinian, and a Chinese student. So none of us know each other's language, and none of us understand each other's culture properly. And the only thing I think which keeps us together is we're all away from our homes, and that's literally what our show's title is.
Apart from being neighbors, like in class too.
In class too, yes.
Classes too.
And for me, I believe that this show has been a really eye opener. Because even in class, there may be people from different places. Or even in my room. But then, after learning so many experiences, I got to know that everyone has their own story. Own story to tell. So, yeah, hopefully, in the future, we get the opportunity to hear more from, you and me. Maybe our new guests can come and relate to us talking about their stories. And of course, we're going to show it to our amazing audience, talking about their making them see new stories, because it's a very rare thing that you see on a totally different country where people from totally different countries working there. Like,
Yeah.
come on, Indian, Nigerian, working in a
It's kind of weird.
working in
Yeah.
a Malaysian radio station,
Radio station, yeah.
based in our Malaysian university, and all come together. So
And we are really grateful for the school, like the school joining us together.
true.
Yeah.
It's
School
really
entirely like bringing us together more and more, like closing us together.
yeah.
Like,
It's literally like the
without the
IM
school, we
Mhm.
won't be here.
I'm sorry.
Without the school, we
Mhm.
won't be here.
True. It's so true. You know, even education brings us together. Even we're all away from our homes, and
Our
I think
primary
it's
goals is the education.
true. And I think it's also funny how the IUM song works
Yeah.
together,
And make the world a better place.
yeah. And I think it's been such a fun time having so many guests, and people who have seen us and watched our show must have known so much.
So
Like, wow, these people are from different places. Sometimes we don't even know how to speak to each other,
yeah.
but then we are working together, and then providing.
it goes fine. Like it's went on fine and we deliver it fine. Like seriously.
Mhm.
Thanks to our audience too.
Yeah, thanks to our audience
Our
too.
audience, to our
Be-
guests.
Yeah, because of course I believe this was not just an entertainment show, but more of an educational.
Education.
So teaching people about different things, because in this world right now we are in an international university.
University.
So we have to understand that there are people from different places,
Yes,
and
yes.
they're not like us.
Yeah.
So I think that was really a fascinating experience for all of us, and it is sad to say that we won't be joining you further on this long journey. But don't forget all the lessons you've learned and amazing advices from Muaz here.
With the best DJs.
Oh no, come on. So I would say that stay strong even if you're away from home, and focus on your goals, and your goals will unite you with people, with like-minded people.
Yeah.
And any final special words for our audiences, or even me?
Oh. I'll just say something. I would like to
Mhm.
be in the same slot with you next semester.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
Thanks to our audience, thanks to everyone, the school, the audience, the guests, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all the effort you guys have been pushing into us.
True, because they're the ones who put out a better show each
Yeah.
time. And even with you, it's been a really fun time. It's been a really fun journey working alongside a person who's we're from totally different, lifestyles.
Yeah.
But then we still work together. Alhamdulillah, there was no fighting between us.
Yeah.
And I think that's really great. But all's well that ends well,
Yeah.
like I say. So thank you so much for joining us, and we won't be saying today that join us Tuesday night, because this is the end. But keep in mind that whenever it's an end, it's just a new chapter which is about to begin. So keep that in mind, and stay amazing, stay happy, and always stay tuned into Iiumfm, your campus radio. And of course, follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and do
Facebook.
check out, and Facebook as well. That came out of my mind. And do check out our YouTube channel for further videos and content, and stay amazing.